At the end of the 17th century, Russia was not the terrifying empire we know today. It was vast, yes, but backward, isolated, ruled by ancient traditions, and more afraid of change than of its enemies. Then one man appeared, a man who did not simply inherit a throne, but chose to recreate an entire nation. His name was Peter the First. History would later remember him as Peter the Great. An unusual childhood. Peter was born in 1672. He was not a calm child, nor a traditional prince. He was tall, restless, and obsessively curious. While European princes were learning etiquette, Peter was learning how cannons were made, how ships were built, and how armies were organized. From an early age, he understood one truth: Russia was falling behind, and if it remained that way, it would be crushed. The journey that changed history. In a move no czar before him had dared to make, Peter secretly left Russia and traveled across Western Europe. He did not travel as a ruler, but as a worker. He labored in shipyards in the Netherlands, learning navigation, engineering, and modern sciences. There he saw the terrifying gap between Russia and Europe, and in that moment, he made the most dangerous decision of his life. Either Russia would change, or it would disappear from history. Reform by force. When Peter returned, he did not ask for change. He imposed it. He forced the nobility to shave their beards, changed traditional Russian clothing, introduced modern education, rebuilt the army from the ground up, from a primitive force into a disciplined army modeled after Europe. He created Russia's first naval fleet because Peter understood a simple truth: a nation without access to the sea has no future. Enter Saint Petersburg, a window to the world. In the middle of swamps and ice, Peter built a new city, not just a capital, but a message. Saint Petersburg was Russia's window to Europe, a symbol of transformation from isolation to global power. Thousands died during its construction, but Peter did not retreat. To him, empires are not built with mercy, but with willpower. The birth of an empire. After major military victories, especially against Sweden, Russia finally stood among the great powers. In 1721, Peter declared himself Emperor of all Russia. He was no longer just a czar, but the architect of an empire. A dark and powerful legacy. Peter the Great was not a saint. He was ruthless, often brutal. He even punished his own son to death. But one truth cannot be denied. Without Peter, Russia would never have become an empire. He was the man who dragged Russia out of the Middle Ages and forced it into the modern world. Conclusion. Peter the Great did not only change Russia, he changed the course of history. One question remains: are great nations built through gentle reform? Or do they sometimes require a man who is not afraid to be ruthless?